Good afternoon. Good thing it's Tuesday. My favorite day to look at real estate. Is it your favorite day? Depends. If you're a savvy buyer, it should be. And here's why. The market speaks kind of all weekend and kind of all the time, but Tuesday is a great day to interpret it. Now I'm going to show you a few things on the Boise bench, and then we're going to look at Ada County as a whole. What I say on the bench is generally true of Ada County. The bench is a tiny area in Boise. It's where I live. And I'm going to show you a few things here. Now, don't worry if you can't read all this text. I'm going to point out a few major things. Now, when the market is hot like it is right now, there are typically open houses all weekend. People are negotiating offers, deals. Monday is when things are locked up, right? Usually you got to talk to a lender on Monday and finalize a few things. So if a house isn't sold on Tuesday, sellers start to get worried. Now, I don't think sellers need to get worried, but in this market, we're seeing price reductions after just a few weeks. So the second or third Tuesday after a house has been listed, that seller is starting to wonder, should I lower the price? And if so, by how much? So if you're a savvy buyer, look on Tuesday for two reasons. One, sometimes there are price reductions. Sometimes there are sellers who go, all right, it's time. I realize the market spoke. I'm listening. I want to get this house sold. I'm going to lower the price. Now that actually comes in two different ways too. Number one, did they lower the price? And if they did they do it by the right amount? Okay, so you're going to see a few things here. I'll show you how homes do it by the right amount and the right time. Now there's three that reduced their price recently. Now this is a really nice one on Harding Place, cute little street. It was listed originally at $624,900 and now it's at $599. So just below $625,000, $25,000 price reduction. So is that enough? Yes, I think it is enough to move the needle. It's 4%, so 4 or 5%, 25 grand. Yeah, that's a big number for almost anybody. And it's below 600,000, which means if you've got a price alert set on my website or Realtor or Zillow or whatever, most people put big round numbers. So you probably look up to 600. So if you were looking up to 600, you probably missed this. Price reduction, now you're going to see it. This is a good price reduction. So if you're a savvy buyer, go get it. It's Tuesday. Still made it over the weekend. This seller is motivated. If you want this house, you might even get it for less than 600, but at least you have no competition right now, or at least for the time being. So here's another house that just had a price reduction. This is a cute little house. It's a 2-1 on Lemhi Street. Cute little bungalow, was listed at $425. Now it's down to $405. So $20,000 bucks. That's 5%. That is enough, in my opinion. But it's at $405. Now this is a huge opportunity for someone who's looking up to $400. So side note there, if you're looking up to $400, set your limit for a little bit higher because you're gonna have some sellers do this. They go to $405. So $20,000 bucks, that's enough to move the needle, right? Sure. But if my inbox doesn't give me a new email to tell me about this house, I'm not gonna see it. So I've got my limit set to 400, even though this is, in my opinion, enough to move the needle. Some people won't see this. They're not shopping up to 405. They're shopping up to 400. So I think they probably should drop it to $399.9. Now, easy for me to say it's not my 5,000 bucks, but if you're a savvy buyer, be looking because no one else is going to see this. The people who are shopping up to 400 don't get the new email alerts and they're not going to know. That's an opportunity for you. Here's another house, $549.9. They dropped it to $529.9. I think $5,000 more bucks is going to put it in front of some new eyeballs. Okay, the email alerts only go up to certain numbers. 525 is one of them. This is an opportunity for the savvy buyer to maybe go give them 525. So I'm talking a lot. Here's a few takeaways. Number one, look on Tuesdays. Number two, set your limit for a little bit higher than where you're comfortable shopping. If you want to shop to 525, here's one at 530. Is it worth 5 more grand? Maybe. Can you give them 5 grand less? Maybe that's true too, right? So Tuesday is a great day to look. And here's something else we're seeing. So here are the price reductions and days on market, 14, 19, 25. So right around 2-3 weeks, we see price reductions. So what that means is the houses that don't have price reductions at 2-3 weeks are probably considering them. Here's one on Pacific Street, 26 days. Here's one on Puggy Lane, 25 days. You think that house on Puggy Lane at 25 days on market is thinking about a price reduction? They are. Now, is this true in the rest of Ada County? Let's take a look. So these are the homes that just had price reductions. Now, a price reduction status in the MLS means they just did it, like today or yesterday. So not even over the weekend. today or yesterday. That means they lasted the weekend. And I thought, all right, market gave us feedback. It's time to drop. So these are big time opportunities for buyers, especially on a Tuesday. They're not going to wait for the weekend for more open houses. Some people looking for open houses this weekend are putting in offers. They're exhausted. They're tired. They don't want to deal with looking for houses. If you want to deal for looking for houses, here's some opportunities. Here's a bunch of houses. Now, this is throughout Ada County, but the point is, on Tuesday, the market speaks. We've got a lot of price reductions. And here's the other thing we have. New houses. Why would you list a house on Tuesday? Because you want to get it sold, right? Most of the time, sellers list houses on a Thursday or a Friday going into the weekend. Drive traffic, drive open houses, drive interest, get a lot of people through. If you're listing a house on a Tuesday, it's probably because you really want to get that sold. Now, this is true on the bench as well. There's a couple houses here with 0 days on market. Here's one with one just listed yesterday. These 0 are actually coming soon, so they'll be live this weekend, but there are 2 houses that are brand new. Now, if a home is listed on a Tuesday, what are the chances they're going to wait till Friday, Saturday, Sunday to open houses? Pretty much 0. That means if you are a savvy buyer, you see motivation in this seller. You might see fewer buyers out there, so you might get a little less competition, and you know the seller is motivated. So go give them a good offer. Have your pre-qualification letter done. You got your financing lined up, your down payment, your offer is good to go. You are ready to rock and roll, and Tuesday is the day to go. That's what's going on the bench right now in Boise. Inventory is still super low. We've got 24 listings. It was slightly higher last week, but this is kind of about what it's been. Hopefully as summer comes, we'll get some more inventory, but for now, things are low. Supply is low. That means demand is high. That means if you want to be a savvy buyer, you got to look on Tuesdays. Call me. I'll help you.